it's hard to find a man that makes more money than I do. So I'm dating someone who
Pause.
is
It's hard to find a man that makes more money than I do.
because like the guys who are, they're not coming to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be a very secure man to step to a woman
Yep.
that is making what I make and living the way I live to
Yeah.
not feel inferior.
Yeah.
And I do my best to make sure that like my person doesn't feel that way. But it's really up to you how you really feel and how you carry that. I just started dating again last year because I was so buried in work.
Yeah.
I wasn't even, if I wasn't working, I was sleeping. You know.
Got you.
So finding someone that can come in and be like, babe, I'm proud of you. Do your thing.
Yeah.
All right. I know this month you gotta shoot. So I'll make sure that you at least got some food when you come home. Like those things. I was dating a dude and I literally was like working like 18-hour days. Like we were working some long days. And by the time I wrapped, the same dishes that were in my sink when I reported to work were still in the sink when I wrapped. And I was like, you couldn't have done that. All you doing is going to the gym every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And chilling.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Look, here's the thing. Whenever a woman wants to be independent and career driven and take up the role of a man to be a provider, she could only deal with a feminine man. It's impossible for her to deal with a masculine man because she don't have traits of a feminine woman. She's a woman, but she have masculine traits. And of course, a man is not going to be interested in a woman like that. So if a man makes more money, of course, he gets to choose who he wants to be with based on his value as a man. But when a man don't really have much value, or when he's trying to leech off of somebody whenever he needs a come up, those are the types of men who will go for a masculine woman like this. Just listen to her. She want a man to do the dishes while she go out and work. Does that sound like a feminine woman, a soft feminine woman who's a nurturer? No, that sounds like a woman who is very masculine, and there's nothing sexy or appealing about a masculine woman. And when these types of women have a hard time finding a man because they're not going to find a masculine man, they usually say men are intimidated by their success. And the whole time, real men don't care. Real men just don't want y'all. But instead of them acknowledging that, of course, they're going to be delusional and say, nah, it can't be because I'm masculine or I'm mad independent and I'm not really feminine. I'm not really a nurturer as a woman. It gotta be, he's jealous of my money. Some of y'all women just need to stop lying to yourselves, man. Stop living in delusion and look yourself in the mirror. You are who you are. You are not appealing to most masculine men. That's just the bottom line. And the only types of men that you might be able to attract is men who are feminine, men who are bitches, men who are not real men. And that's just the bottom line.
I made horrible choices, and the women I chose to have kids with, I can't see the kids. I've been fighting for each one of them since they've been babies.
Okay.
And the kids believe I've never wanted to be there. I've been fighting for the longest. I'm going back and forth with my older daughter right now who says that I never tried to be there, and I try to show her all the pictures. I'm trying to show her receipts, and she says, I'm a psycho. You're a psycho. You're a weirdo. You're foul. And I asked her, why don't you go say something to your mom? My mom didn't do this.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 17. But she asks, why do you have my mom blocked? Because I don't want to fight with your mom. You have a phone. I'd rather talk to you. So now in her brain, I don't love her. I'm not trying to be there. You always at work. Sweetheart, if dad don't work, I can't pay bills. But she don't understand that because she never was around me as much. So this is a vulnerable area where I'm telling you right now that I'm trying to fix. Now, when I bring this up to you, I'm really trying to get some type of support or some type of guidance on where to go because it's breaking me down as a man.
Okay.
I'm falling apart as a man because nobody addresses how I feel when I'm going through.
What kind of support in that scenario, if you were sharing that with your person, you were sharing your despair in that scenario in your life, what would be the support that you need?
What would you do?
I would ask you, what support do you need?
What would you think that I need? I'm bringing it up to you.
I don't know because I'm not a man in that position dealing with those things.
So as a woman,
as a human being, whether it's man or woman, listen to me.
Oh,
This is communication. I would ask you, I am so sorry that you're going through that. What do you need from me? I don't want to assume. I don't want to guess. Tell me what you need for support.
obviously nothing.
Because here's the thing. Why is it obvious?
Obviously nothing, because
But
I just
why?
brought it up to you. You're a woman.
Okay.
You understand what's going on with this girl. I don't know what's going on. I brought it up to you as a woman,
Yes.
as a mother
Okay.
that can understand.
But that doesn't tell me what you need for
So
support.
obviously, I need to figure it out on my own. You see how I just shut down on you?
No, it doesn't make sense.
No,
But,
it don't make sense to you, but this is a common issue. That's what I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
asking you that you're shutting down. Why?
Because I'm looking for you to actually help me figure it out. And you're saying, well, what would you need from me?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, well, you know what? I'm telling you what's going on. And I just told you,
Mm-hmm.
you're a woman, you're a mother. I need support. I need guidance.
But what
How do I figure this out?
you need as support? Because you're coping with it as a man. I can't assume what you need as far as support.
Okay, so
I can have an opinion about it. I can go to toe with baby mama and all this other stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm supporting you.
aren't you a coach?
No, it's not about me being a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I am a coach, yes, and communication is very important. When I'm going through things in my life personally, when I'm going through it,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate if my partner were to say to me, what can I do? What do you need? Let me tell you what I need. Let me express it, because you could try to do everything under the sun that you think that I need, and it ain't it.
Okay.
So and unless we talk about that, you can tell me what you're going through, that it has to deal with women and I'm a woman and your young daughter and all that stuff, but it still doesn't tell me you emotionally, what kind of support do you need from me? How do you want me to be involved, or how do you want me to take a step back? Because I'll tell you what, when you assume things, when people are going through things in life, you could step in when they don't want you to.
Okay, so
You
what,
could
what
take
would
a
you,
step back when you don't
what,
want
what
you
would
to.
you suggest? Because here it is, as a man, I don't even know what to do. Are you here? Listen to me, because you
I
keep
am
asking me the
listening to
same
you.
question.
But why can't you
Some
answer
peop-
it? How
because
am I supposed to know?
Some
Hold on.
people don't
Let me
know how
ask
to tell
this.
you this, and you keep
Let
asking
me ask
a
you
question.
this. How am I, as a person who is not in that situation, how am I supposed to know how to support you when you don't even know how to support yourself?
So
This is why a man have to be very selective when it comes to choosing a woman to have kids with. But here's the reality. In order to fix this, all he needs to do is go to court and get visitation rights. But he's probably afraid to do it because of child support. That's why he's in a weird situation. That's why he's stuck. He don't know what to do, because he's trying to avoid child support, but he wants to get visitation. Fellas, you gotta do what you gotta do at this point. You made the decision to have kids with those women. You gotta do what you gotta do, brother. Just go to court. That's all it really is.
Jenny Mine claims that Jeezy is not complying with the term of their divorce settlement. So you got Jenny Mine basically calling out young Jeezy for not complying with the terms they agreed to, right? Jenny Mine claims that Jeezy hasn't paid the $500,000 he was supposed to put in an account for their kid. Then she also said that he didn't give her the 2 cars he was supposed to give her. The cars are in his name. She's like, he's not handing over the title. I'm like, well, if it's in his name, then that's his car. But she was like, he was supposed to give her a 2022 Ford Bronco and a 2021 Range Rover, right? Not a Maybach, not a Bentley, you know what I'm saying? A Range Rover. So Jeezy hasn't, given the title for that. Jeezy was also supposed to pay $5,000 tuition and daycare costs, which she claims he hasn't given or paid. He ain't give it to her or paid. Jeezy like, look, he on his snowman shit, right? But she's all out here calling him out. It's crazy how the main person trying to get married is the first person to file for divorce. But hey, Jeezy might have to pay that joint, man, so he don't be in the news but it looks like Jenny Ma is calling out Jeezy for not complying with the terms of their divorce.
Yo, I really don't know what Jeezy was thinking when he got with this chick. This chick was on a talk show telling the world exactly who she is and what she is about. Shorty was a known bird, but I guess Jeezy saw Jay-Z's situation and thought that he could emulate that. But life don't work like that, bro. You can't turn a bird into a housewife. Now, and like I always tell you dudes, bro, a bird will always make her way back to the streets. Now you're going through a crazy divorce and shorty is after your money like crazy. That's all she wanted in the first place. That's the only reason why she got with you. It's not because she liked you. She just looked at you as he's gonna make a great provider. If I have a kid with this man, he's rich, I could live off the child support. That's the only reason why she got with you. Nothing else. Y'all had nothing in common. But Jeezy just loved the idea of them two coming together and creating a power couple. Trying to be like Jay-Z. Fellas, be yourself out here, bro. And pay attention to the signs and do not make a mistake like this. If a woman been in the streets for how many years, don't think you could turn that woman into a housewife. You will regret it. This is sad. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.